she struggles to find a space that supports her challenges and work-life balance as much as her social life.
Hello. It is Jeff, the Techpreneur for the people. And this is the episode of TechP What's the What. I am headed into participate with a couple of my clients and business partners and folks from my network and the community in a leadership luncheon, if you will, or there's a guest speaker coming in. You know, this is a great opportunity for us to together witness and observe a model that we intend to replicate, but also a space to curate a space for us to be able to deliver this type of thing for our community and for humanity at large. You know, right now, you know, one of the things that I have been paying attention to is the specific challenge that we're looking to, one of the specific challenges that we're looking to address through Integration and Respocial media is the reality that the current state of the social media platforms is one of manipulation, one that cannot be trusted, one in which will ask from its constituents or its community, if you will. It will ask for you to pay them to provide authenticity or authentication. Will ask you to pay for that when they already know who you are. How do we know they know who you are? Well, I can give you a few examples, but I tell you first, how does the bank know who you are? And does the bank ever tell you that they need to have you pay $14.99 to be able to prove who you are? No, they don't. You know, what you will see is what's called two-factor authentication. That's one way to do it. Another is called CAPTCHA. These are ways for technology to ensure that you are who you are as you begin to log in with your credentials or your identity into this technology platform, whether it is the bank or a social media site or what have you. And so for every single one of those platforms that's trying to charge or that is charging for you to have a blue check mark or some type of verification of who you are, they're manipulating and they're cheating. Some would even argue that they're stealing from you. And so I would also add to that, by leveraging the technology on the back end through cloud infrastructure and infrastructure as a service, they also have this thing called advanced threat protection. Now, various technology companies will call this different names, but essentially what it does is it looks at your IP address and it looks at your unique device identification. And when it does that, it's basically looking to say, yep, this is a behavior of this particular identity, which is your user credentials, logging in from this particular IP address, which is your home or wherever you are, during a certain time frame and from a certain device. And so if you were to get a new device and travel to Scandinavia, then it will probably flag you and ask you to change your password in order to sign in, because you had done something that is not normal for you. Or let's just say you log off or you check at 10 o'clock at night from your current home right before bedtime, and then someone else uses those same credentials to log in, let's just say from Russia or anywhere else where you could not have had enough time to make it to that location, then they will flag your account, lock the account, and they will ask for you to verify yourself and change your password when it's time for you to log in. These are ways that cost absolutely no monies for them to actually verify you. These are ways that you have seen through other technology platforms, i.e. the bank or YouTube or your Google account, in which they protect their users. But for some reason on social media, they'd rather steal your monies. And so this is the reason why it's important for, you know, folks like myself to take the knowledge that we have and build technology and platforms so that we can speak directly to humanity, and we don't have to fight the algorithm, which is the author of the algorithm is the same people who are manipulating and oppressing the people who they are supposedly there to serve. And so those times and that behavior is coming to an end. You know, I wanted to jump in and just and share that perspective. I talked to a marketing consultant, I believe it was last Thursday, and that brother, after hearing kind of what we're doing with One Integration, he said, "Jeff, you have to say just that. You have to say exactly what untrustworthy things are taking place and how you are addressing that." Well, I just spoke to you about the untrustworthy aspects of social media, and now let me tell you about Respocial Media, the One Integration community. Respocial Media, also known as the community of One Integration, which can be found at www.oneintegration.com or community.oneintegration.com, or it's the link in bio, depending on where you're watching. You can access it there. It is responsible social, and with this responsible social platform, we provide resources, and those resources are intended to help people align with their purpose. When they align with their purpose, people have access to increase the probability of the overall health of their well-being. When I think about that time when you reached out, can you talk a little bit about how you were feeling in that moment?
Definitely lost. You know, didn't know. I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, and the first thing, you know, I always remember my conversation. Your first quote was, "Terrence, you know you won, right?" I was like, okay, whatever. It's gonna be a while, but yeah, it'll come. No, you really won already, Terrence. You made the first step. You don't know who you got with, and I start seeing it, and you know, gathering legal representation, gathering HR insight, gathering other, you know, pieces that helped my case. Started to put it together. I knew it was there, but I didn't have the organization piece to have everybody come together with it. So definitely that sense of loss became more confident as you were in dealing with it. You know, like say the total injustice is starting to come together.
To learn more about virtual likeness services, visit www.ourdiverseperspectives.com. Sign up for your evaluation today.